everybody. This quick little video is just to tell you what I'm looking for your week one slash chapter one assignment. As you notice, and I think I mentioned in one of the other videos, we have 8 weeks and 8 chapters. So we're kind of going to do a chapter a week, and you will have, an assignment per week or per chapter, however you want to look at it. Okay, so I'm calling it week one, chapter one. So this one, what you will do, you will read an article in addition to reading chapter one. So I guess maybe I should just call it week one. But in addition to reading chapter one and looking at the PowerPoint, for chapter one, you will also read this article called Rosenshine Principles of Instruction, and then you'll respond in a Flipgrid post. Okay, so here, let me just show you the article, and I will, not that, I will have it for y'all. So this is just Principles of Instruction, Research-Based Strategies That All Teachers Should Know. This was by Rosenshine. I think this one's a little old. When was this one written? It was published in 2012, but this article has been around kind of for a while. I think it has some really great ideas in it, and it goes really well with chapter one of your textbook. So here's the article. And then, well, I'm going to flip back and forth for 1 second, but we'll be okay. So then what you're going to do, you will read the article, you will choose 4 principles to summarize in a Flipgrid post, and I'll show you what I mean by the principles in 1 second. That's why I went back and forth. Provide your classmates with a summary of the principles you select and discuss ways in which those principles can be used in your future classrooms, whether it's gen ed, whether it's special ed, okay, whatever environment you hope to be in, but also specifically focusing on students with possible learning differences. These principles of instruction will be evident in most of the video clips that you will watch later in the semester, and you'll learn more about that from the syllabus review video. So be sure to think about how the principles are implemented in the video clips at the end, and feel free to share those connections with your peers kind of later on in the semester. But so let me go back to the article. Okay, so remember you're looking for 4 principles. So let me show you what I mean by that. So right, hold please. So here are the principles. Okay, so number 1, begin a lesson with a short review of previous learning. Daily review can strengthen previous learning and can add to fluent recall. Okay, number 2, so all the ones that have numbers and are in blue, those are your principles that we're looking at. So a little, maybe worded a little differently than the principles in your textbook in chapter 1, but a lot of them kind of touch on the same things, the same concepts. Okay, so number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, scaffolding. We talk about that in chapter 1, number 9, and number 10. Okay, so those are the 10 principles I want you to look at over here. There are some other principles. So this is 17 principles of effective instruction. There's a lot of principles. And these ones really overlap also with your textbook. But for the case of this assignment, I want you to look just at the principles that are in blue. Okay, so again, there are 10 principles that are in blue. Hold on, it ends right there. So there are 10 principles in blue, and I want you, okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7, sometimes I like to sing to y'all, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so those are the 10 principles that I want you to look at when you're reading, oh, sorry about that. Oh, when you're reading this article, Principles of Instruction. I want you to read the principles and summarize. You will choose 4 principles to summarize again, okay? And you will do this in a Flipgrid post. So the link for the Flipgrid is right here. If you do your control button and then left click on your mouse, it'll take you right to the login. I don't know how y'all log in, to be honest. I don't know what your, exchange is, if you are kind of if it's in your name at g.juniata.edu. I know at Francis Marion, where I am now, this is how the students have to log in with their g.fmarion.edu. Okay, so I will talk to Miss Black to find out how y'all need to log in. So you will log in how you log in, and then let me see if I can take you right to it just to show y'all what it should look like when you get in there, hopefully. It just likes you to check in 47 times. Oh, it's cutting off my picture. Okay, hold on. I have a little picture of, let me see if I can Sometimes it lets me move the whole screen, sometimes it doesn't. I just have a picture of Grover from Sesame Street going to school. So here's the principles of instruction Flipgrid post. I do know it's cutting off over here on the side, but again, it's there when you log in. Okay, so you'll read the principles of instruction document found in week 1. Choose 4 principles to summarize in a Flipgrid post. Provide your classmates with a summary of the principles as I talked about. And then I do have a couple other little things. Please, excuse me, include your name, your current occupation, and what you hope to do when you finish this program, just so I can get to know all of you. Okay, so it's not an official requirement, but again, just so I can kind of get to know you all. I did set the recording time to 10 minutes. You may or may not need that much time. I just didn't want you to feel rushed. Okay, and you do have, 4 principles to talk about, but that it should be plenty of time. When you are doing your Flipgrid post, please just mention the principles at least by, oh, excuse me, I have hiccups, at least by number, say, okay, I want to talk about principle number 1. Oh, I want to talk about principle number 4. You can say the name if you want, but at least just say the number so I can follow along with you. Okay, so that is it for week 1, chapter 1, again, however you want to look at it. So that will be your assignment. You will, first of all, read the chapter 1 in the textbook. You will look at the PowerPoints. Again, you can view the PowerPoint, that's just the PowerPoint, or you can view the PowerPoints with sound that I do a little recording. And then this is your assignment. You will read the article, Principles of Instruction, and summarize 4 principles in a Flipgrid post. Okay, and again, here is the link for the Flipgrid post. You might need to, if you hover over it, usually it says hold down your control key and left click, and then it'll take you right to the Flipgrid post. Okay, so that is it, and I will see y'all later.